10 real estate things you should know when buying or selling. At least in my personal opinion, this is what I wrote down for you guys today because I personally believe these things are very, very important in the home buying or selling process. Hey guys, I'm John with ListMe Realty Group, and today we will discuss those things. I have to inform you, I'm not an attorney, I'm not a financial advisor, I'm simply providing you with some useful information, and you can do whatever you want with it, right? I'm just trying to educate you. That is my job, to educate you. I want to provide you with that information. So let's get started on some terms that I think you should know. So having a basic understanding of important real estate concepts before you start the home buying process will give you peace of mind now and could save you a fortune in the future. Here are 10 real estate terms and definitions you should know in the buying or selling process. Number one, buyer's agent versus listing agent. There are usually two agents involved when you buy a home. The buyer's agent, who represent you, and the listing agent, who represents the seller. Dual agency is when there is only one agent representing both sides. So when buying a home, it is important to know that you are not paying the real estate agent's commission. The seller will be paying that. So what else is important? Fixed rate versus adjustable rate mortgages, right? Conventional loans include fixed rate and adjustable rate mortgages. A fixed rate mortgage has a predetermined interest rate throughout the life of the loan. The most common are 15 and 30-year loans. An adjustable rate mortgage has a variable interest rate, and the most common types are 5, 7, and 10 years. Adjustable rate mortgages can make financial sense if you're planning to sell or refinance your home before the introductory period ends. But if you're planning to own your home longer than 5 years, it's less risky to choose a fixed rate loan. Make sure to shop around so you can get the best mortgage possible, which will save you a lot of money in the end. So ask your family, your friends, or a real estate agent for lender recommendations. Pre-approval letter. So a pre-approval letter is very important. Most sellers are going to want to see this, right, before they even want to accept your offer or anything like that. So before you apply for a mortgage or even start looking for a home, you should get a pre-approval letter from the bank. It is an estimate of how much they'll lend you. This letter will help you determine what you can afford and ensures home sellers that you will be able to get the loan when needed. So when you go in for a mortgage pre-approval letter, you should be clear on what the bank is offering. So ask them about closing costs, what the fees are, what's involved, what you're getting for that fee, and if they'll lock in your loan at a specific interest rate. So listings. Listing. What does a listing mean, right? It's pretty common sense, right? One of the first real estate terms you're likely to encounter is what is a listing. When real estate agents refer to that, homes for sale, that's what that means. On a website that shows information about the home, such as price and number of homes and stuff like that. I probably mumbled my words there, so let me repeat that again. What is a listing? One of the first real estate terms you are likely to encounter is what real estate agents frequently refer to homes for sale is a listing. Yeah, I butchered that. So for the most up-to-date listings, you want to use certain sites that have up-to-date MLSs, you know, like HAR and things like that, which your real estate agent should have access to. So you don't want to miss out on a good deal looking at old MLSs and things like that. It needs to be up to date, and your real estate agent should be able to provide that for you. So home inspection. After you've made an offer on a home, you'll most likely need to schedule a home inspection. These things vary in prices, you know, $200 to $500. Don't quote me on that. It's all going to depend on the size of the home and things like that. So the inspector will go out there and look through everything and review things like the plumbing, electrical, foundation, walls, heating, and appliances. Get advice from your realtor on a good inspector. That's very important. If they find something wrong, you can negotiate from the home seller to fix it or possibly reduce the purchase price of the home. The appraisal, we went over this in our last video, what the appraisal is. So when you apply for a mortgage, your lender will require an appraisal of the home you want to buy. A licensed appraiser will estimate the home's value based on comparable homes that have sold in the area and an investigation of the property, right? So they're going to run the CMA on that. If the appraised value is less than the offer you are making on the home, you might not be able to get approved, right? Banks don't want to pay more for a home that it's not even worth that, right? The bank doesn't want to invest in a home that's overpriced, and neither do you. Before making an offer, ask your agent to do a CMA, a comparative market analysis. This will tell you what comparable homes have sold for nearby. Contingencies. When you put in an offer on a home, you can specify certain conditions that must be met before the deal will go through. These real estate terms are called contingencies. You have to make sure you can actually get the loan, a financing contingency, right? The inspection doesn't show anything of concern, an inspection contingency, right? And the appraised value is close to what you're offering to pay, appraisal contingency, right? So you have to have those contingencies in place. Those are just a few common examples. There are a few other types of contingencies which you should discuss with your agent. If you're in a bidding war on a home, sometimes it can help to shorten the contingency periods or waive them altogether. Offers and contracts, right? Once you find the right home, you'll make an offer on that property with the help of your agent or attorney if you have an attorney representing you. If the seller counters your original offer, it's usually because they want more money or a faster timeline for closing the deal, at which point you have to negotiate. When submitting an offer, it's a good idea to add a personal touch by including a cover letter that explains why you want to buy the home. Choose an experienced realtor is key to winning in negotiations. Do your research to find one who has done recent deals in your area. Be sure to read online reviews and things like that. But you're watching this video because you want to use us, right? Just kidding. So make sure you want to work with them and be comfortable with them, and they want to build a relationship and make sure they have your interest at heart, right? So the next thing is closing costs. Be prepared to pay a lot of fees when you purchase a home. Typically, closing costs will amount to 2 to 5% of the purchase of the home, and that doesn't include the down payment. Sorry, my kids are yelling in the background. Common fees include loan processing cost and title insurance. It is important to do your own research on how much are closing costs, which those are also negotiable before you're ready to buy the home and things like that. Sometimes the seller can contribute to closing costs. So ask your lender about every fee involved in the good faith estimate and see if you can shop around for a better price for those services or negotiate them down. Examples include homeowners insurance, wire transfers, underwriting, and settlement fees, right? So let me read this really quick to make sure. Right. So the closing costs, okay, title insurance. After all the negotiations are done and the seller has accepted your offer, you should receive a home title report within a week. Most mortgage lenders require you to pay title insurance as part of the closing cost. Title insurers search the public records to make sure the home seller actually had rights to the title and that there are no liens on the home. And what I mean by liens is like unpaid contractors or unpaid taxes. You don't want to buy a home without the title insurance because that can backfire very bad. If you have title insurance and you lose your home due to a title dispute, an owner's policy could compensate you for that loss and help you cover your legal fees related to the dispute. So those are some general terms and definitions that I wanted to go over with you guys today because I think they're pretty important during the home selling or buying process. So as always, you can find us on Facebook at ListMe Realty Group LLC. If you do find us on Facebook, please like us, follow us, share us, ask us questions, comment, and DM us. You can email us in the link in the description at info@listmerealtygroup.com, or you can also find us on the internet at the address listed in the description, which is www.pearland ListMeRealtyGroup.com. As always, Elizabeth and I are here to provide as much information as possible. After all, knowledge is power, and we want you to have as much of that as possible, even if you don't use us as your realtors, right? We're just here to educate you. So let us know, guys. Have a good day.